This is Prowl 1701, and we are here to do a review of the Ultrasabers Flamberge. Sort of. This is an interesting saber because while it is a Flamberge, especially the emitter here, the body right here is actually not the normal body that comes on a Flamberge. I actually won this saber in an Ultrasabers raffle, second place prize, and it's, oh my god, it's fantastic. I love this saber. I did not think I would love a Flamberge as much as I do, but I love this freaking saber. This is actually an Omens handle and an Omens pommel, but in a color scheme you actually can't buy on their website. It's the black with the silver accents. You can't actually get that. See, here's my normal Omens right here, and the Omens does come in three different variants. Azure Omen, with this is Crimson Omen, and Dark Omen. But even the Dark Omen is silver with black accents, whereas in this one is black with silver accents. And it's, at least at the point of this recording, that's not available to purchase. I don't know if they just somehow made it by mistake or if it's something they're thinking about rolling out, but they put it on here, and it's nice. I really like this saber. It's fantastic. Personally, I like this handle on here better than the regular Flamberge saber. Of course, this saber is based on the new saber coming out in episode 7 with the crossguard. It runs with 3 LEDs, not just one LED powering all 3. It's got an LED here, and an LED in the handle. And I can't tell if this is 6-inch or the 8-inch guards, but you can get 6-inch or 8-inch guards. I believe it has a 36-inch blade on it. I know I normally use 32 on mine, but the 36 that came with it actually fits the saber, balances the weight really well. Got a non-illuminated AV switch right here, which was included with it, which is awesome. Nice vented pommel, because it does have sound. Matter of fact, we'll cut it on. It's in blazing red. That just looks fantastic. You can hear the Obsidian soundboard loud and crisp. Matter of fact, my girlfriend actually likes the stunt sabers better because they don't make sound. She says the sound's too loud. She's wrong. It's okay. Fantastic. I'll go ahead and cut that off. Just kind of give you another look here before I hand it off. Also, if you ever want to close these off with something, these slide out. These are removable. See the little hex screw sockets here? There's 3 on each side. You can take a hex wrench and unscrew those, and these come out. But also this little part right here, it's hard to tell because they blends in so well, but this little part right here actually unscrews, and it is MHS compatible, so you can put like a pommel or something on here to block off the LEDs if you don't want cross guards on it. And of course the actual emitter does come off as well. So I could take the emitter off and put it on here. I could take this one off, put them on here, because they are modular, and they can shift. Pommels are the same way. I could switch the pommels if I wanted. Let's see, give another good look at it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hand the camera off to my friend here. Can I give you a look at it from a distance? Cameraman. Thank you. Let's see. It's big. It's very big. If you've seen a lot of my reviews, you know I tend to prefer smaller sabers. I'm a smaller guy, so I tend to prefer like the Prophecy, the Dominics, stuff like that. Whereas in like the Scorpion's too large for me. But this is still fantastic, and it's weighted. It's actually lighter than my Omens because the emitter on the Omen is extremely heavy. The emitter adds a lot of weight to it. This emitter is much lighter, so this one's I don't know, it's more comfortable to hold. Go ahead and power it up. Look at that. Can you hear the Obsidian soundboard? All the different sounds. It is a little odd to wield with the cross guards. I don't know how they're actually going to function well in the movie, but I'll wait and see. If I had a real lightsaber with cross guards, I'd end up hurting myself badly. You can hear some of the different sound effects. Saber lock up. It's pretty awesome. I will admit, I'm really impressed with the way this looks. It's actually balanced really well. That's why if you've watched a lot of my reviews, you hear me talk about how I keep 32-inch blades on. This is the blade that came with it, and usually on a raffle prize saber it comes with a 36-inch blade, and I believe this probably is a 36-inch blade. I'm not actually sure, I haven't measured it. But whatever the size blade it is, fits it perfectly for me. Just like I'm not sure if this is the 6-inch or the 8-inch guards, but they go really well with it. I personally, I wouldn't mind them being a little shorter, so if these are the 6-inch, I might possibly want to cut them down to 4 inches. They're a little wider than they need to be. Looks fantastic. I'd love to have this mounted up on my wall. It is great. Really comfortable to hold. Actually, surprisingly easy to use for the difficulty I have with larger sabers. Let you have a look at it with the lights on. If I had a little more room, I could really cut loose with it. I don't want to knock the transformers over. Cut it off. The batteries are located here. You just unscrew the pommel. And the first time I've tried to take the batteries out, they're stuck in there pretty good. There is a little battery pack right in there. Whatever, they are stuck in there good. Anyway, there's a battery pack right in there that slides out. You just pop the batteries out. If you have a little trouble getting them out, just get you a little guitar pick or a penny flathead screwdriver, something like that. Oh, that was really in there. Or like I do with my Archon, sometimes I'll take the emitter off, get a little coat hanger, and carefully press it down to push the pack out. And then replace the batteries. This is a saber with sound, so it's powered by lithium-ion batteries. The saber, if you order it with a charger, it'll come with a charger. The default setting comes with a charger, so order it with a charger so you can recharge them. They are rechargeable. Keep in mind that on this saber, you're going to burn through the batteries a little faster because it's powering not 1 but 3 LEDs. So your battery lifetime is going to be considerably shorter than usual. So this is the Flamberge. This is, again, the custom version, not the version that normally comes if you order it. It just kind of has an Omens handled in a different color scheme than it's ever come before. Let me go ahead and switch to the Omens. My Omen review is a little blurry, so I was going to go over it in a little more detail. My Omen, actually, I'll grab that back just for a second. Just to give another view of the Omen here. This, of course, is the Sword of Omens from Thundercats. And it has the classic look of the 80s cartoon, not the version that was featured in the also good 2011 cartoon. Got the cat's head on both sides. Normally, if you order this, you'll get the cat's head on one side and the cat's eye on the other. I specifically asked for the cat's head on both sides. But they did send me an extra cat head disc and a cat's eye disc in case I wanted to swap them out. You can see the guards here. This one weighs more than the Flamberge because this emitter is very heavy. But the emitter comes off. If you see my other review, you'll actually see I take the emitter off and put an Archon emitter on it. Some people like just the handle and the pommel, but they like a more traditional emitter, and you can do that. This one's in a Deegan silver. Normally I don't really care for silver as a saber color. I prefer an actual color, but since this is kind of based off of a sword, what in the cartoon is an actual sword, just to kind of give it that traditional look, I went with the silver blade. And it's got a blue AV switch. It illuminates some nice blue light right here to kind of match the blue anodizing on the saber. Right here. It's got a lot of detail on it. I mean, it's really well done. Really comfortable. I was amazed when I got it just how much I liked it. I'm very impressed with it. It makes a great showpiece. I don't think I'd want to actually try dueling with it. I'd have more trouble with it even than the Flamberge, just because this emitter is adds a considerable amount of weight. But it makes a great decorative piece. I know my cameraman's also a big Thundercats fan, and he's really impressed with it. I'm going to go ahead and hand this back to him just to show you a little bit of it here. Again, the Obsidian soundboard, the Deegan silver. You can see how bright these sabers are. They illuminate very, very well. I mean, they make really good flashlights. If you can't find a flashlight, the power goes out. Lights up the cat's head really well. Again, you can see the, you can actually hear the soundboard. The sound font can be changed actually if you download the Obsidian launcher that Ultrasabers puts out. You can actually change your sound font to different sounds, download new sound fonts on it. I prefer their default one myself. It's pretty good. Like I said, I'm a big fan of both of these. I like the fact that my Flamberge has the Omens Hilt in a different color because I really like this handle. It's extremely comfortable. I give both of these sabers 100 out of 100. I like them a lot. So this is the Azure Omen again in a Deacon Silver, just to kind of give a recap on it since my last review didn't come out quite as well as I wanted. Also to know, the emitter comes off, but also these pieces are removable. You can take a hex wrench right down here, and this part slots out, and this will slide off, instead of just doing it the other way of unscrewing it if you want. And this one, the pommel, also comes out. See, here's the batteries I was talking about earlier, the battery pack with your speaker. You, if you ever have to hook it up to your computer, you just take a USB mini or micro, plug one end here and the other end into your computer, and you're good to go. You just slide your batteries back up in there. Alright. And then we'll give just one quick look at the Flamberge, again with the Omen Hilt, with the Flamberge guard, blazing red. Both fantastic sabers. I highly recommend them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review. This is Prowl 1701, and thank you for watching.